Have you ever wondered why some seniors seem to glide through the day with energy and alertness, while others struggle to stay awake after breakfast? It isn't luck, and it isn't just genetics. It often comes down to the simple, everyday foods they choose. Food is not just fuel, it's information for your body. Every bite sends signals to your cells, your brain, and your muscles, telling them how to perform. And when we're talking about seniors, that message becomes even more important. Because energy is not just about feeling awake, it's about maintaining independence, preserving muscle strength, supporting heart health, and keeping the mind sharp. Think about this. As we age, our metabolism slows, our muscles naturally lose mass, and our digestive system changes. The body doesn't process foods the same way it did at 30 or 40. That means the energy slump after a sugary snack can feel even more draining, and the loss of steady stamina can become more noticeable. But here's the good news. The right foods, even very common ones you may already have in your kitchen, can literally shift that balance back in your favor. They can stabilize blood sugar, provide long-lasting fuel, protect your muscles, and even support brain activity. This isn't about exotic superfoods that cost a fortune. It's about everyday choices that make a real difference. One of the most underestimated powerhouses is the humble oat, not the sugary, instant packets that dissolve into mush, but real oats, rolled or steel cut. Oats provide complex carbohydrates that digest slowly, releasing glucose into the bloodstream at a steady pace. For seniors, this is critical because rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar are linked to fatigue, irritability, and even increased risk of falls. Imagine starting the morning with a warm bowl of oats topped with sliced banana and a sprinkle of walnuts. That combination doesn't just taste good. It fuels your muscles with potassium, feeds your brain with omega-3 fats, and keeps your blood sugar balanced for hours. Studies have consistently shown that people who eat oats for breakfast report higher levels of satiety and energy throughout the day compared to those who eat refined bread or pastries. Another quiet champion is the egg. For years, eggs were unfairly demonized for cholesterol. But modern nutrition science has revealed a different truth. Eggs are one of the most complete sources of protein on the planet. They provide all 9 essential amino acids, which the body uses to repair and build tissue, including muscle tissue that seniors naturally lose with age. Muscle mass is directly tied to energy, because strong muscles mean easier movement, better balance, and more efficient metabolism. Beyond protein, eggs are rich in choline, a nutrient that supports memory and brain health, helping older adults stay mentally sharp. Just 2 eggs in the morning can mean the difference between dragging through your chores and feeling ready to walk, garden, or play with your grandchildren. Now, let's consider something that often gets overlooked: leafy greens, spinach, kale, collards. These foods are dense with iron and magnesium, 2 minerals that directly impact energy. Iron is essential for carrying oxygen in the blood, and magnesium is involved in hundreds of enzymatic reactions, including those that release energy from food. Many seniors unknowingly suffer from low magnesium, leading to muscle cramps, poor sleep, and fatigue. Adding a handful of spinach into a smoothie or sautéing kale with olive oil and garlic not only boosts mineral intake, but also provides antioxidants that reduce inflammation. Inflammation is like a hidden thief. It steals your energy by making your body constantly fight against internal stress. Reducing it through diet can feel like lifting a weight off your shoulders. Then there's the peanut butter on your toast or the handful of almonds you snack on. Nuts and seeds provide healthy fats that stabilize energy and keep you from crashing between meals. Unlike refined carbohydrates that burn quickly, healthy fats act like a slow-burning log on the fire, keeping energy consistent. For seniors, these fats also support joint health, cushion the brain, and provide vitamin E, a nutrient linked with reduced cognitive decline. But the secret is moderation. Just a small handful can go a long way. because fats are calorie-dense but profoundly sustaining. It's easy to underestimate how much hydration plays into this equation, too. Seniors often lose their natural thirst cues, meaning they can go hours without drinking water and not realize it. Mild dehydration mimics fatigue so perfectly that many people mistake it for lack of sleep. That's where foods with high water content, like oranges, become invaluable. Oranges are not just vitamin C bombs. They hydrate, provide natural sugars for immediate fuel, and deliver fiber to regulate digestion. An orange in the afternoon can often do more for alertness than a cup of coffee, without the jitters or the restless sleep that caffeine can bring at night. And yes, coffee itself has its place. But the story of senior energy isn't about relying on stimulants. It's about building a foundation where the body can sustain itself naturally. The body wants balance. It craves steady input of nutrients that work in harmony. That's why certain foods, simple everyday choices, become so powerful. They are not quick fixes, but long-term strategies that keep your body's engine humming smoothly. Energy is not about tricks or hacks. It is about nourishing the very systems that create movement, thought, and resilience. As you can see, even a breakfast plate or a midday snack can become a turning point in how the day unfolds. Seniors who consistently choose these kinds of foods often report not only more physical stamina, but also improved mood, sharper focus, and greater confidence in daily activities. That's the hidden gift of energy. It gives freedom. Freedom to do what you love, to stay independent, to engage with family, and to feel like yourself again. Energy is not just about what gets you through the day. It's about what protects your future, because every single choice you make with food sets the stage for how your body will function tomorrow, next month, and even years from now. When you think about energy in this way, it's not just a fleeting feeling. It becomes an investment. And for seniors, this investment pays dividends in strength, independence, and even joy. You don't need elaborate diets or complicated systems. You need to understand the science of how simple foods support your body in ways that medicine often tries to catch up with. Take fish, for example. Not the deep-fried kind coated in batter, but oily fish like salmon, sardines, or mackerel. These are some of the richest sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which are not just good fats, but structural components of your brain and anti-inflammatory warriors in your body. Omega-3s improve circulation, reduce joint stiffness, and even play a role in keeping your heart rhythm steady. Seniors who consume omega-3 rich fish regularly often report not only more physical endurance, but also sharper memory and calmer moods. It's remarkable how food can cross the boundaries of the body and mind so seamlessly. Imagine a piece of grilled salmon with a squeeze of lemon and a side of steamed vegetables. It doesn't just taste wonderful. It literally equips your cells to function better for hours to come. Then consider the magic of legumes, beans, lentils, and chickpeas. These humble foods pack a combination of protein and complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly, making them ideal for long-lasting fuel. They also provide soluble fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar and cholesterol, two areas where many seniors struggle. A simple bowl of lentil soup or a chickpea salad can steady your energy in a way that refined pasta or bread never could. Think about how liberating it feels to avoid that heavy, sleepy crash after a meal. That's the difference legumes make. They stabilize, they sustain, they protect. But let's not forget berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. These tiny, colorful foods are loaded with antioxidants that fight oxidative stress, the process that accelerates aging at the cellular level. Oxidative stress is like rust on metal. It weakens, it damages, it slows you down. By eating berries, you're essentially polishing your cells, helping them work efficiently, and giving your body a more youthful resilience. And beyond their anti-aging powers, berries provide quick, natural sugars paired with fiber, so you get an immediate lift without the subsequent crash. For seniors who want to keep their minds sharp, research consistently points to berries as one of the top brain-protective foods. A handful of blueberries in the morning is not just delicious. It's an investment in clarity and focus. Energy for seniors is not just physical, it's emotional too. Fatigue often breeds discouragement, and discouragement can steal motivation. That's why the foods you choose carry psychological weight as well. When your body feels steady, your mind feels confident. When your blood sugar is balanced, your mood is steadier. And when you know you've eaten foods that protect your muscles, brain, and heart, you begin to feel empowered rather than limited by age. Food then stops being just about survival. It becomes a source of emotional resilience. One of the most profound shifts seniors can make is to combine these foods in simple, everyday meals. Think of a breakfast of oatmeal topped with berries and walnuts, a lunch of lentil soup with a side of spinach salad, a dinner of grilled salmon and roasted vegetables. None of this is complicated. None of it requires rare ingredients. But the impact? Profound. Your muscles are nourished, your brain is supported, your heart is protected, and your energy is steady. The beauty of it is that the body responds quickly. You don't have to wait months to feel the change. Within days or weeks, many seniors notice less afternoon fatigue, more stamina for walks, and sharper concentration for reading or conversation. Of course, none of this works without consistency. Eating one serving of spinach will not transform your energy overnight, but integrating these foods into your life, day after day, builds a foundation. It's like training a muscle. The more consistently you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Your cells adapt, your metabolism adjusts, your energy stabilizes. And the most powerful part is that you are in control. Every time you pick up a fork, you are either fueling fatigue or fueling freedom. That choice, repeated over weeks and months, becomes the defining factor in how you age. It's a fascinating truth. The foods that energize seniors are not expensive, exotic, or hidden. They're right there in the grocery store, in the farmer's market, sometimes already in your pantry. But to unlock their power, you must see them not as ordinary, but as tools, as allies, as medicine in the form of flavor. When that mindset takes root, food stops being about restriction or fear, and instead becomes about empowerment and possibility. When you look closely at the way food interacts with the body, you start to realize that energy is not something you get from caffeine or sugar highs. It is something your body creates steadily when given the right raw materials. Seniors, more than any age group, need that steady, reliable energy because it directly translates into mobility, independence, and quality of life. And this is where the everyday foods become so powerful. They act like keys that unlock hidden reserves of strength and resilience you may not even realize you still have. Take sweet potatoes, for example. Unlike white bread or pastries that release glucose almost instantly, sweet potatoes are rich in complex carbohydrates paired with fiber, vitamin A, and potassium. This means your blood sugar doesn't spike and crash. It rises gently, giving you a stable stream of energy. That stability matters when you want to avoid mid-morning drowsiness or late afternoon fatigue. Sweet potatoes also contain antioxidants that reduce inflammation, which is often the invisible drain on seniors' energy. Many older adults live with low-grade inflammation that saps vitality and makes every step feel heavier. By including foods like sweet potatoes, you're not just feeding your body, you're lightening its hidden burdens. Another everyday hero is yogurt, particularly plain Greek yogurt. This food is a powerhouse of protein, calcium, and probiotics. Protein helps preserve lean muscle, which is crucial because muscle mass is one of the biggest predictors of energy levels as we age. The probiotics support gut health, and an efficient gut means better nutrient absorption. Think about it. If your digestive system is sluggish, even the best foods can't deliver their full benefits. Yogurt supports digestion, which in turn supports energy production. Pairing yogurt with fruit like blueberries or sliced bananas creates a perfect synergy of protein, fiber, and natural sugars, giving your body both immediate and long-term energy fuel. Then there's something as simple as whole grains, brown rice, quinoa, barley. These foods might not sound exciting, but they provide a steady release of glucose, essential B vitamins, and minerals like magnesium and iron. B vitamins in particular are critical for energy metabolism. They help your body convert the food you eat into usable energy. Many seniors don't realize they're deficient in these vitamins, leading to unexplained fatigue. By choosing whole grains instead of refined white rice or pasta, you're not just filling your stomach, you're equipping your body with the biochemical tools to create energy efficiently. It's also worth highlighting green tea, a beverage that delivers gentle, sustained stimulation. Unlike coffee, which can jolt your nervous system and sometimes cause jitters or disrupt sleep, green tea provides a calmer alertness thanks to L-theanine. This amino acid works in harmony with caffeine to enhance focus without overstimulation. For seniors, this balance is crucial because while energy is important, restful sleep at night is equally essential to feeling energized during the day. Green tea also contains antioxidants called catechins, which support heart health and circulation, directly influencing how efficiently oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles and brain. The fascinating thing about these foods is how they interconnect. Sweet potatoes stabilize blood sugar, yogurt nourishes muscles and digestion. Whole grains provide vitamins to metabolize energy, and green tea enhances focus and calm alertness. When woven together, they don't just boost energy in the moment, they build a lifestyle of sustained vitality. And this is where seniors often experience a dramatic shift, when they stop seeing food as isolated meals and start seeing it as a flow of choices that shape how their days feel. But let's pause for a moment and think about the opposite side. Consider a breakfast of white toast with jam, washed down with sugary coffee. That meal gives a quick spike, followed by a crash, leading to irritability and drowsiness by late morning. Then lunch might be a sandwich with processed bread and chips, creating another roller coaster of highs and lows. By the afternoon, energy is gone, and concentration drifts. Compare that to a day that begins with oats, yogurt, and berries, followed by a lentil soup lunch with spinach salad, and a dinner of salmon with sweet potatoes. The difference is not subtle, it's life-changing. And the beauty of it is that both days involve food, but one leads to fatigue while the other leads to freedom. The deciding factor is knowledge and choice. Energy, at its core, is about alignment. When your food aligns with your body's needs, everything flows more smoothly. Digestion, mood, muscle strength, even confidence. Seniors who embrace these choices often find themselves surprised. Suddenly, they can walk farther, stay engaged in conversations longer, or even pick up old hobbies they thought were lost. That spark of vitality is more than just biology. It's a reminder that life at any age can feel full, vibrant, and purposeful. The path is not complicated. It doesn't require exotic powders or extreme diets. It requires an open mind and the willingness to replace small habits with better ones. To choose oats over pastries, salmon over fried meats, sweet potatoes over white bread, green tea over soda. Each of those substitutions may feel small in the moment, but stacked together, they create a foundation of energy that feels like turning back the clock. What happens when you consistently fuel your body with these powerful foods is something deeper than just having more pep. Energy becomes freedom. It becomes the ability to say yes to an afternoon walk instead of staying on the couch, the strength to carry your own groceries without needing help, the clarity to read a book without drifting off after 2 pages. For seniors, energy is not a luxury. It is independence itself. And every bite of the right food builds another layer of that independence, protecting it like a shield. Let's take bananas, a fruit so common we barely think about it. Yet it is one of nature's most efficient energy snacks. Bananas are rich in natural sugars paired with fiber and a significant dose of potassium. That potassium regulates muscle contractions and fluid balance, reducing the risk of cramps and maintaining steady energy. For seniors, whose electrolyte balance can easily become disrupted due to medications or dehydration, bananas are like a built-in energy stabilizer. A single banana before a walk or light exercise can prevent fatigue and sustain endurance in a way no processed snack can match. It's not just food, it's a tool that makes the body more resilient to the demands of daily living. Now, think about nuts again. Almonds, walnuts, pistachios, because their role in energy is profound. Beyond their healthy fats, nuts provide magnesium, which is central to how the body releases energy from glucose. Seniors often don't get enough magnesium, and that deficit shows up as unexplained tiredness, restless sleep, or even feelings of weakness. A small handful of nuts can restore not just nutrients, but also confidence in your body's ability to keep moving. Combined with fruit, they make a perfect midday snack, quick, portable, deeply nourishing. Hydration cannot be overstated either. Water-rich foods like cucumbers, oranges, and even watermelon help offset the reduced thirst cues that come with age. Many seniors feel drained simply because their cells are thirsty. Imagine the difference between a plant that is wilted and one that has just been watered. The leaves stand taller, the colors are more vivid. That is exactly what happens in the human body when hydration improves. Muscles feel less stiff, thinking clears up, and energy rises. Adding slices of cucumber or lemon to water can make it more inviting, while eating water-rich fruits provides both hydration and a dose of vitamins. Protein, too, deserves its spotlight again. Without adequate protein, seniors lose muscle mass, and with less muscle comes less strength, less stamina, and less balance. Lean meats like chicken or turkey, as well as plant proteins from beans and lentils, become anchors for daily meals. When combined with complex carbohydrates and vegetables, they provide a balanced energy profile, fast fuel, slow fuel, and protective nutrients all in one. This is the formula that stabilizes the day and makes energy predictable, not a gamble. But let's go beyond nutrients and talk about the psychological layer. When seniors start to eat with intention, something remarkable happens. They begin to feel in control again. Food is no longer a passive experience. It becomes an active choice toward vitality. Imagine the pride of finishing a morning of chores without exhaustion, or the joy of joining family for a full day out without feeling drained. These aren't small victories. They are the very definition of living well, and food is the lever that makes it possible. That is why I emphasize, everyday foods, not miracle cures, hold the power. Bananas, nuts, yogurt, sweet potatoes, fish, leafy greens, oats. These are not exotic. They are not out of reach. They are available in every supermarket, waiting to be used as fuel for energy and independence. When eaten consistently, they reduce the swings of fatigue, restore the joy of activity, and protect the body against decline. They shift the conversation from slowing down to staying strong. And the beauty of all of this is that it doesn't require perfection. You don't need to change your entire diet overnight. You only need to begin making small, consistent swaps. Water instead of soda, oats instead of white bread, a handful of almonds instead of cookies. These tiny steps accumulate, and the results are felt faster than most people expect. Within weeks, energy levels rise, moods stabilize, and confidence returns. Food becomes more than a source of calories. It becomes a strategy for reclaiming your life. Energy in the senior years is not about trying to feel young again. It's about maximizing what you have now. It's about protecting your freedom, preserving your joy, and creating days that feel fuller and brighter. And the truth is simple. The foods that make this possible are already within your reach, waiting for you to embrace them. That is the promise of everyday nutrition. It doesn't just add years to your life. It adds life to your years. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it to support the channel, share it with your loved ones who might need this information, and subscribe so you won't miss our upcoming content on health, nutrition, and how to stay strong and energized after 60. Your health deserves attention, and this journey starts right here.